What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. Got a quick little tag video for you today. I was tagged by my friend from over the pond, Barry at Centralized. If you're not familiar with his channel, look him up, watch some of his reviews, and if he earns it, give him a subscription. I like him. I'm subscribed to him. If nothing else, you hear a different sounding voice from hearing my voice. You'll hear a nice British voice, and good guy, does good reviews, all that good stuff. Check him out. All right, the topic on this tag video is 5 fragrances from the bottom. Not necessarily that they're the worst fragrances in my collection, but they're just fragrances that I have that just I don't find myself reaching for. Some of them may even surprise you. No further ado, let's get to it. The first one on the list is Coach Platinum. And the only reason I don't sell this fragrance is because my wife bought it for me. If it wasn't for that, I would probably sell it. And the reason for that is, honestly, it smells really, really nice. I love the way it smells. Very pleasant, very crowd-pleasing, very modern fragrance. It's just the performance is not very well on me. And this fragrance was about 50 bucks. Now, if you've watched it in my videos, you know I don't mind a cheap fragrance. But when I pay closer to $50 for a fragrance, I expect it to perform a little bit better. That's just me, and it's just one that doesn't wow me when I wear it. I don't find myself reaching for it. And I love the smell, but I put it kind of in the same veins of Dolce & Gabbana The One. Honestly, it should have been in this video as well because I don't reach for it very much either. And I honestly feel like it's because the price versus performance. If it's a cheapie and it doesn't perform, for some reason, that sits better on my skin than a fragrance I pay $50 or $60 for and it doesn't perform. That just doesn't, it bugs me, and it just kind of makes me go, I don't want to put that on, because I know I'm going to be disappointed in the performance. Great smelling fragrance. And, I think the purpose of this video was to make us revisit some fragrances in our collection. And as I smell that, I'm thinking, you know what, the next time I go somewhere, I'm going to wear that. And I just find myself reaching for different fragrances. I don't have an explanation for it. Again, my only complaint about it is the performance. If you were wondering, I was talking about Coach Platinum. I don't know, I've been talking for a minute, so I didn't want you to lose track of what we was talking about. But Coach Platinum, great smelling fragrance. I don't find myself reaching for it, so it's in my bottom 5. And I think it is because of the performance. And again, I could have easily put Dolce & Gabbana The One EDT in this as well, but I didn't. But I probably should have, because I don't reach for it very much either, because expensive fragrances that don't perform well kind of get under my skin. The next one, Choo Man. And there are some other releases from the house of Jimmy Choo that I think are a little bit better. Like I have Jimmy Choo Intense, and it is a good smelling fragrance, and it performs better. I've heard Man Ice performs better. I've heard Man Blue performs better, but I don't have any of those. I have Jimmy Choo Man. And again, the only reason that this fragrance is probably still in my collection is because my lovely wife purchased it for me. And again, this is a fragrance that if it performed halfway decent, then, I mean, this would be talked about to death in the fragrance community because it smells good. It smells very modern. It smells like your typical blue fragrances out today. Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, Versace Dylan Blue, Date for Men by Jeremy Frank. They're all in the same wheelhouse. They all give you the same type of vibe. This one just doesn't last long at all. Say what you want about Jeremy Fragrance Date for Men. Dislike Jeremy Fragrance or not, in my opinion, he set out to do what he was going to do. He set out to make a popular fragrance that lasted a long time and smelled good. He did it. Date for Men smells good and it performs good. If you dislike that, I'm sorry, but that's the truth and I'm going to give it to you. This, on the other hand, smells amazing, but within 30 minutes to an hour, it's off of me. I mean, completely gone. An hour and a half tops, and I can't smell it. It's gone. No trace. So that's why it's in my bottom 5, and it is very sad because this is a great smelling fragrance. But I would not encourage anybody to buy this. And that is Choo Man. That's just Trey Scents, honest sense about it. That's my honest 2 cents about that fragrance. All right, moving along. Another one that's in that same line, in that same wheelhouse, and it's Columbian Fitch First Instinct. This one, I probably should move out of my... I have 3 or 4 different places that I keep my fragrances, and I have a cabinet that I keep them in. It's similar to a wine cellar type thing. It's dark, it's closed up, temperature stays the same in there, no heat, no nothing, and no sunlight. And I keep my better, well, I don't want to say better, my more expensive fragrances in there. And then I have another place that I keep my day-to-day casual fragrances. I probably should move this one, and I don't even know if I told you the name of it. It is Columbian Fitch First Instinct. And again, blue, crowd-pleasing fragrance. Performance on this one is not stellar either. I get about an hour to an hour and a half projection, 3 to 4 hours of longevity. Some get more out of this, though. Some say it's a decent performer. I can only talk about what my skin does. Now, this is a cheapie. This is $19 or $20. So, maybe I've got this in the wrong place in my collection. Maybe this is one that I should reach for when I'm running errands or going to the store or doing something like that, because honestly, I can't complain about the performance on this one because of the price. It's under 20 bucks. But I haven't reached for this very, very much at all. I picked it up late September, right before I went on vacation. May have been, as a matter of fact, I think I got this the Friday. I left out Saturday morning in September, going on vacation. About the 9th or 10th of September of 2019. And I picked this up that Friday, right before we left out. And we left out that Saturday, and I just haven't gotten around to wearing it much. But it's in my collection. It's in the bottom 5. I don't wear it, so that's why and I don't even think about wearing it. And honestly, smelling it off this paper, it is a really good smelling fragrance. And I can't honestly tell you why I don't wear it. I mean, it's not dated. It smells very modern. It smells good. I may end up giving that to one of my stepsons. It's a great smelling fragrance. I don't find myself reaching for it. And I don't know why, because it smells good. I think I grow old of the blue smelling ambroxany type of scent, because I noticed that 3 of these fragrances have the same type of note breakdown, the same type of scent, with the Coach Platinum, the Choo Man, and the Columbian Fitch First Instinct. They all kind of have that same. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem, you know. But I don't like smelling juvenile, and I don't like smelling like everyone else. So that could be the problem. I don't know. Who knows with me? But they're in my bottom 5, so that's why they're there. And none of those are bad smelling fragrances by any means. This is probably, the next one is probably the most popular one on this list, or the one that got the most hype once upon a time, and it is CK Shock. I'm sorry, CK1 Shock. And I've probably worn this fragrance twice since I've had it. And I am a fan of CK1. Wouldn't necessarily say a fanboy, but just a fan. Even though I do love the opening of this one, love that tobacco, that wet, sweet tobacco dry down opening. But a few minutes after the opening, it doesn't wow me. I would much rather wear Cuba Red. It does smell good. I'm not saying it doesn't smell good. I'm just saying it doesn't leave me desiring to wear it again. It doesn't make me go, man, I can't wait to wear CK Shock. CK1 Shock. And I got a really good deal on this fragrance. I think I got it for like $12. I know I picked it up at Burke's Outlet when it was open. I remember when I bought this, there was a little bit of confusion because it wasn't priced, and I think they was just like, well, it's just $12, and I was like, sure. So I ended up buying it for $12, and it's not a bad fragrance. And again, smelling it off this paper makes me go, okay, Trey, why haven't you been wearing that fragrance? And I honestly can't tell you. The only thing I can tell you is when I wore it, I wasn't wowed, and it didn't make me want to reach for it again. And I've probably got close to 600 or 700 fragrances. So if something don't move you or wow me, just like my boy Cheapo Depot, if it don't really, then I don't find myself reaching for it. And again, that may be something that I need to work on because I know time has changed. Times change. Your thoughts about things change, and your sense of taste change. Some of these fragrances I've had in my collection 3 or 4 years. Like this one, I've had this one a few years. So when I sprayed it on and wore it the first time, it may not have appealed to me as a younger Trey Scents. Well, the more gentlemanly, calmer Trey Scents, may like it a little bit more because I'm liking what I'm smelling on this paper, or maybe it doesn't perform well on my skin or something. I can't explain it. I should have worn these fragrances a day or two before I did this video. Then I could have gave you more insight as to why I'm not liking them. Right now, I can tell you they're in my bottom 5, and I don't reach for them very much. That's that. And the last one on this list is one that I like from a house that I like, but I just don't find myself reaching for it. And you can see by the bottle, that joint is full, and that is Tommy Bahama. Man. And I like Tommy Bahama fragrances a lot. I remember, not to keep bringing up vacation, y'all, but I can remember going on a little weekend getaway with the wife, of course, and we went to the beach. We took a quick trip down to Biloxi because it's only like 6 hours for us, and hotel stays down there are really, really cheap. So we just needed a getaway one weekend. So we took a quick cheap trip at that. And all I took was my Tommy Bahama fragrances. So I'm a big fan of Tommy Bahama fragrances, but I don't know. It's just in my bottom 5. I don't find myself reaching for it. When I wore it, it didn't move me. It didn't make me want to wear it again. So, and spraying it off this paper, it is probably, out of these 5 fragrances, probably the least underwhelming. Probably the least underwhelming of them all. So, that's my video, my tag video. Thanks again to Barry over at Centralized for doing this video, for tagging me in this challenge. I appreciate it greatly. I've got a few more tag videos I got to do, so we'll get those out. Maybe not today, maybe in the next day or two, but this is one that I have been wanting to do for a while, and I have been thinking on it for the past 4 or 5 days, and what fragrances I really thought deserved to be in this video, and I finally came up with them. So I'm gonna smell this Tommy one more time. It's getting better. It's getting a little bit better. I may need to revisit this one with the spring and summer coming up. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. As a follow-up to this video, the next 5 reviews that I do on individual fragrances will be on these 5. I don't know if I've reviewed them already, but I'll be revisiting and re-reviewing these fragrances so stay tuned, because I want to give these some more wearing and see if I come up with a better, reasoning as to why or whatever. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to spray this one on now and start, so this one may be reviewed tomorrow. But these will be the next 5 videos, next 5 individual reviews that I do outside of the tag videos. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in and sitting with me through this. I hope everybody's had a wonderful, safe Easter and is being safe out there. Take this corona stuff seriously. I don't know whether it's a hoax from our government, something that they're doing to keep us in place so they can do what they need to do out in the world. You know, I don't know what they're doing, but to me, it's coincidental with the installment of 5G in some areas and all of this. But I don't want to get into the conspiracy theory. That's a whole nother. Let's just keep it fragrance. But I'm just saying, your boy is definitely not asleep. And I'm not a sheeple. Just saying. I'm not the herded. I'm more of a bull. I run through the china shop. But anyway, I digress. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this, let me know. Let me know what I could do as a content creator to keep you more interested in tuning into my channel. Let me know what you like. You know, if it's doable, I'll do it. You know, again, you have to understand I'm not going to compromise any of my integrity, you know, for anyone or anything. I just won't do that. But if it's something that I can do, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. And please go check out Barry's channel. Again, it's centralized. He's a really calm guy. I think you'll enjoy his approach to fragrances. Check it out. Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. If you have any familiarity with these comments, let me know. Leave it in the description below, in the comments below. Also, let me know what your 5 would be. If you got 5 fragrances that just underwhelm you and you just don't wear anymore, leave it down. Leave it down in the description below. Give me a like, thumbs up, or thumbs down, whichever, you know, whatever. And until next time, guys, peace.